So let's carry on with this then in round 8 at Laguna Seca. There we are. Round 7 was pretty interesting. Round 8 I'm hoping will be better. BTCC Blueprints again, our sponsor for this season, and really is worth a look. Go check it out. But the grid, obviously the finishing order, so Jake's on pole with Kevin. Second row is Nathan and Sean. Third row Ben and Chris. Fourth row is Liam and Leon. And we've got Rob and Adam. Alex and Jeff will be looking for better luck in this one, ahead of Ash. And then we have Andrew and Brian bring up the rear as we get ready for a start in round 8. Getting towards a crucial stage of the championship now, and it's ready for a start, although this view is no help to anyone. Jake on pole, Kevin with average start in the first race, be looking for a better one in this one, and it seems like he got a better launch, but Jake's still away first by the looks of it. Kevin's still alongside him though, so Kevin's got a good chance into the first corner. Down they come into this very tricky double apex corner, and seems like everyone's getting round again. Credit to the drivers for that. Ben's trying to get past Nathan by the looks of it. Sean's already done that, so Nathan not with a stellar start, and Ben's through as well. Chris has gone sideways, gets over the curb but continues, and he might lose out to Liam. Rob's quite far back as well, and yeah, Alex has been shuffled out a little bit, and he loses out to Will. Will's had a great start. Will's had a fantastic start. Will's up to 9th place. Here comes Jeff trying to take 10th away, so Jeff also with a good start. But Will's come up from like 13th to 9th, so he'll be well pleased with that as Alex takes the dirt again. And there's a lot of cars at the back here, so something must have happened off the start. Rob's got a good start. He's gone past Leon, so he's gone into that gap, and there's a little bit of contact with Leon, so Rob gives him room, which puts him into the back of Liam, so now he's got absolutely nowhere to go and gets turned by Leon. Just one of those things, nature of the track I'm afraid, but now he's lost it completely. Back onto the track, takes out Ashley, and it looked like Andrew's in the wall as well, big time. On board with Andrew. Look at that hit, oof, into the tyre wall, and that'll be damage for him. And that's the nature of this track. It's pretty tricky, and it's very narrow, especially off the start. In real life it is one of the most dangerous tracks I would say that still exists for top line motorsport. Chris though back up the inside of Adam, so he's taking one back, but Adam's not having that and keeps his nose in, and a bit of unnecessary contact there, but Adam's back through into 7th place. So Chris is going to have to work a little bit harder to take that, and Ash should be disappointed with that start. Again, a victim of someone else's accident. Does seem to have a little target on his car. I don't know if he's going to add that at some stage. Does say on the back of his car, use your brakes not mine, but there's nothing to do with brakes on that occasion. So what have we got? Kevin still leads from Jake. Kevin taking the lead at the first corner. Jake second, just sat there at the moment. Third is Sean with a great start, and Ben 4th, and Nathan with the worst start down to 5th. Liam 6th, head of Adam in the clown, and then Chris, Will with a brilliant start. Obviously took advantage of that mess. So all come through this middle part of the track. Very tricky. And going offline is just not a good idea. You'll be dragged into the sand, and we've seen that in race 1. It does ruin your race a little bit. Adam now on the back of Liam, having survived the attack from Chris. And Liam's looking a bit slower in these early stages, still adapting to that G29 wheel that he's got after years on a Thrustmaster. It is different, takes a little bit of getting used to. Oh, Alex has got a bit deep there, and he's off again. And Jeff's followed him. Well, Jeff's not followed him, but Jeff's got off in sympathy. And looks like Rob's going to get past Jeff on the front straight. Looks like he's got that done. Yep. Rob, with a whole world of damage on his car, is having to come back through the field again like he did in the first race, and already up to 10th as Leon tries to get past Jeff as well. Jeff just left the door open, and that'll give Leon the chance, but the next corner goes right, and Jeff retakes the position. Leon tries to cut back, but I think he didn't quite time that right and hit the back of Jeff there, spoiled his run through the corner. But still Kevin holding on well ahead of Jake and Sean. We've got a little gap back to Ben and Nathan, and then we've got this group headed by Liam. Got Adam, Chris and Will involved, and then Rob already racing away from this pack, and someone's gone off, and it's Leon this time, and well, he's going to get a thick ear from his dad for doing that, but he keeps ahead of Alex, or does he, because he's gone deep again. Yep, and Alex gets through. So Leon drops a few places now. Brian's down the inside of him, and a minor bit of contact there has set Leon off, and Leon's trying to control it. He's across the gravel, he's not stopping. Ooh, just misses it, misses people, and he's in the gravel on the other side, and now he's doing donuts, and he takes the record for the longest crash of the season, and I don't think anyone's going to beat that. That went on for 3 corners. Fair play to Leon, you win absolutely nothing for that, I'm afraid, but yeah, it's not an ideal situation for him. Unfortunately, he's having a good race. Still at the front, still the same order though. Jake is now applying pressure, and Kevin's feeling it. He's gone off and into the gravel. We're on board with Sean just to see what's going on with these two, and Kevin's got the inside, Jake around the outside, and Kevin's shoveling them off into the gravel, and that was unnecessary. Well, there's a limit to how much you can push people, and pushing them off the track is not etiquette, and well, he almost pays for it straight away. 2 wheels in the dirt, almost lost the back end, so over exuberant driving, let's say that. Meanwhile, Nathan attacking Jake, who's recovering from that moment, who's probably got dirty tyres. Ben tries to get down the inside, Nathan tries to get around Ben at the same time, but it didn't work, and somehow they maintain their positions. So this race is really starting to kick off now. We had a bit of a Liam's off in the background, saves it well, and now Nathan just at the back there of Ben. This is much better racing. Some of it's a bit too much. Ash 13th, Brian 14th. Last point at the moment is Andrews, but he's got Leon hunting him down. So now at the front, Kevin leads from Sean, and after all that, Jake's 3rd, Ben 4th, and Nathan 5th. So after all of that, things have kind of not really moved too much, other than Jake losing the position where he was forced off the track, and a few penalties were dished out after the racing. But here comes Chris down the inside of Adam with a good move. Should be able to make that happen, but that's how you get around that corner side by side, and Chris takes the position. So Adam, after a good start's falling back a little bit, down to 8th place. Rob's there with Will behind him. Jeff's coming back for more. He's in 11th, ahead of Alex, and Ash just ahead of Brian. And here's the battle for the lead. Sean's now got the magnets on Kevin, really putting him under pressure. We saw what happened to Kevin under pressure earlier. Sean thinks about the inside and again, but wasn't really on. Day late and a buck short with that one. Rightly pulls out the move, but Jake's almost caught these guys already, and in the background Ben and Nathan are side by side. Nope, not quite. Ben's obviously got a slightly better run out the corner. Will Nathan think down the inside? Ben's covered it. He'll have to go around the outside, but that's never worked before and probably won't ever. Especially on that corner. Outside's always risky, and now Liam's got his indicator going right this time, just for kicks. Adam's still over the back of Chris though, not giving up. We saw these two come together early in the race, and now Adam's should have a good run. Chris passed him here a lap or two ago, and he's looking to repay the favour, and again they go side by side through there, and Adam takes the position back. So Chris didn't have it for very long. And Liam's just edging away from these two as they continue to battle. In the background, Rob and Will are still at it for 9th place. Rob's gone wide again on Rob corner. Now this time he's really lost it, and wow, just misses Will by inches. And well, you can see he's back to PRT group this week after being incognito last week, and obviously his GT Sport ban has been lifted for bad language, some of it racially motivated probably. Joke. Yellow flag though, what's happened there? Overtaking is prohibited. Jeff thinks about it anyway. Backs out of it. So obviously there's been a bit of a... Someone's probably gone wide at the last corner. And here comes Alex up behind Jeff. Jeff just kind of balked as he tried to get past. And we've got a replay of something. So Chris and Adam were at play, so this is the cause of the yellow flag because it's in that final couple corners. So Chris has gone off and Adam's gone off as well, so they both followed each other into the corner, and now Chris can't stop with dirty tyres and he's round at the last corner, and that's a disaster for him. And rejoins the track. Where does he drop down to? Will he be behind Rob? He is. He's behind Rob and Alex and Jeff, so down to 12th place. Disaster for Chris. He was having a good race again. It's little things like this that do wreck your season. So can he come back again? And meanwhile, Nathan's looks like he might have had a run on Ben, and he has done the inside. He finally gets the inside line and he'll get that done. Ben knows it, lets him go, and well, maybe thinking that Nathan can tow him up to the leaders. A lot of drivers complaining that their cars were good on some laps and bad on others, having to move the brake bias around to try and get the best from the car. And looks like Nathan's in a good spell right now. So we flick through the field trying to find a battle, and we found one. We've gone all miraged. Ben's hanging on to the back of Nathan, but Kevin just starting to stretch away a little bit. Sean's got issues with Jake behind him, and Sean's gone off. Oh, disaster. Gets the car sorted, but no, he's now sideways across the track. Nathan's gone one way, Ben the other, and Nathan's well off the track and comes back in with his ticket. He had to pay administration twice. Admission twice, not administration. Administration is when you're in deep I can't say that. Right, Sean back down to 7th place with that mistake though, and that's a disaster for him as Jeff and Alex go into battle. Chris should catch them by the end of the race, I would think. And Andrew's been off at that same corner. Something we've missed is a change for the lead, and there's Jake leading the race, so let's see what happened there. So it was probably at the same time as Sean. We got distracted by Sean, and actually the race leader Kevin had done the same. Into the barrier, comes back out, somehow keeps the car going, but that's all that Jake needs to retake the lead. And he'll feel rightly so after Kevin forced him off. And Ben and Nathan continue. Ben retaking the position after managing to dodge Sean the cleverest. So Nathan went off into a different county. We're just rechecking over this stuff again just to see what happened, and it looks like Chris, like we said, should be able to close on that battle. Ash is up to 13th, Brian 14th, good points for him. 15th is Leon, and now we're back to where we were. Jake leading the race. Kevin will be pretty upset with that error though. See if we can do anything about Jake in this race. Ben somehow up to 3rd despite having no pace. Liam continues with his indicator on. So Adam's now 6th, Sean 7th, Will's 8th, and Rob 9th. 10th is Alex, 11th for Jeff on home ground, 13th is Chris, 14th is Brian, as we've mentioned. So now it's whether Kevin can come back at Jake. I suspect not. We go by race 1. Kevin takes a lot of curb on that corner, and he's done it again. He's off again, a 2nd lap in a row. And will that allow Ben and Nathan, who are a bit far back, to be fair, to take advantage of it, but they are closing quickly. And yep, Ben's now right on the tail of Kevin, and so's Nathan. Liam holding down a good 5th place, so be pleased with that. Ahead of Adam and Sean. Sean's coming back in this race. There's Will. Rob's on his own. There's Alex. Chris is already past Jeff. So Chris has got great pace tonight. And he should be able to get Alex, I think, by the end of the race. And Rob's not too far in front either. Rob was on his own, but not that far on his own. Last points, Leon's at the moment. And how far is he back from Brian? Well, Leon should be able to catch Brian, because again, Leon's had pretty good pace. And Andrew way off at the back after a big crash earlier. But Jake's away with this, so the battle is for second. Kevin seems to be stretching out again though, but Ben's got big heat from Nathan. Sure, Nathan's thinking whether it's worth attacking Ben or just waiting to see if he can keep up with Kevin. Doesn't look like he can at the moment. Kevin's just stretching it out. Kevin, will he do his hat trick and go off again? No, stays on the track this time. As we're on lap 9 or 12, so race is literally racing away from us. Ben makes a mistake into the corkscrew, and that's not quite going to allow Nathan to get through, but and he gets a penalty for it, so they have to take that by the end of the race, so that might adjust Nathan's thinking. Sean now right on the back of Adam, and Liam's again not that far down the road. We know Liam's not quite 100% with his steering wheel right now, so it's affecting his pace. Can Sean do anything about the clown car? We'll be hoping that they collided into each other. Ooh, Alex all a bit out of shape, but Chris has passed him. Brian, ooh, loses the back into the final corner, cuts the last corner. They probably get a penalty for that. Leon's going to drag him down the outside, and he does. So that moves Leon up to 14th place. It's maybe time to catch Ashley. It depends how fast he can go. Kevin now comfortably in 2nd place. Jake comfortably in the lead. Without an error, he'll win. Liam looks pretty good in 5th in the Patrick Watts car. Adam though is not safe in 6th. He's got Sean all over the back of him. Down through the corkscrew, and then we plunge downhill again. Swooping corners, pretty cool part of the track this. And it's very tricky right-hander, which is quite hard to keep the car in on the tight part. And there you go, Sean's off. 2 wheels off, and now he's down the inside of Adam. Adam's trying to take his penalty, I think, and Sean takes the position. Adam switches back, but has he got enough speed down the straight to retake the position? I think he's still there. I think he's got an overlap. He has, so he'll be back down the inside into turn 1. Sean not quite able to get across, and Adam will retake position. He's got in quite hot. Nope, he's managed to stay on the apex, so Sean will have to rethink that one. Will's getting a bit closer to these guys as they start to squabble. Adam now defending fresh air, really. There's no way Sean's going to get through there, and he's compromised himself on the exit, which is giving Sean a good run. And can Sean hang it around the outside? He's done it, I think, although Adam's still there. A little bit of contact that time, and Adam's going to hold the position on the inside. And you have to give it up on this corner. Can't go 2x2, surely. They can't. And oh, there's contact, and Sean's off again. This time he's totally spun into the wall. He reversed the car out. Got to be careful not to go onto the track though, and does it well. Gets back into the race, but where's he dropped down to now? 2nd time he's been off in that corner. Here comes Jeff and Alex. Surely he can fight them into the corkscrew. Jeff goes by, but Sean's got the inside. Bit of contact as they both turn in. And Jeff's really lost it, and he's going to be in the wall. He is. He's down to 13th. Let's see what happened here. So Adam's down the inside. Will hits the curb and into Sean, and that's pretty unfortunate. It hit the sausage curb and it just shot him wide into the back of Sean, spun him out, and Will waits for Sean. But as Jake starts his last lap, he leads quite comfortably from Kevin. Then it's Ben and Nathan. These guys, fair gap between them. Liam looks set for 5th. Adam looks like he's got 6th in the bag now after Sean's issues, and Sean's still having issues. He's off again. And he'll be quite slow into this corner. He can't get it turned. That's the dirt on the tyres, and that's going to allow Ash to be all over him. Ash having a much better race in this one, even despite that start line crash. The other man that was involved in that is in 7th place, and he's got Chris hunting him down. Chris having a great comeback. Sean's still struggling to get the car turned, and Ash will not take any prisoners. If he sees a gap, he'll have him. Will probably feeling a bit bad for himself. And Kevin's off again. That's his hat-trick at that corner. And, well, again, Ben wasn't quite close enough to take advantage, but now he is. He's sending one down the inside at the corkscrew, and he's made that move stick. Great move. Now Nathan's there. He's going to be well interested in this. He needs the points, and he'll look down the inside. He's going for it, but that's not quite. He's not really alongside and pulls out the move. Kevin swoops across in front of him, but Ben's got a penalty to take, so he'll have to take that off the line. He does. Right, he's now got rid of the penalty. Kevin and Nathan side by side. Kevin's the back of Ben, and that's allowed Nathan to get a run on him and take 3rd position in the last corner. Jake wins. Ben's going to be 2nd. Nathan 3rd. Kevin 4th. Disastrous last lap for him. Liam 5th. Would be pretty pleased with that. Adam 6th in the clown car. Again, a good race for him. 7th for Rob, which is a great result considering he was in the wall at the first corner. Not even the first corner, the first curve. He beats Chris, who did a good comeback. 9th is going to be Sean. He'll be very disappointed with that. 10th, well, that looked like it was Ash, then Will, then Alex. Jeff is going to take 13th. Leon 14th. 15th for Brian, so another point for Brian. And unfortunately for Andrew, no points today in this race. He'll be 16th. We need to go back and look what happened with Ben, Nathan and Kevin. So Ben down the inside at the corkscrew, good move. Kevin goes across the gravel, and that's compromised his speed down the hill, and Nathan's there, but Nathan can't get that done cleanly, so backs out of it. Kevin goes right in front of him, and then into the last corner. You see ahead, Ben takes his penalty, and rightly so. Kevin drives into the back of Ben and then gets a poor exit, and well, Nathan read that correctly and takes the position. So Jake wins from Ben, Nathan, Kevin, Liam, Adam, Rob, Chris, then it's Sean, Ash, Will and Alex. So Sean will be very disappointed with that, especially as he's in the championship battle. Jake with the fastest lap, by the way. Jeff was 13th on home ground. 14th for Leon, will be very disappointed with that. 15th for Brian and 16th for Andrew. So we've only got one more race to go, and it's the reverse grid, round 9. That'll be coming up very shortly, and our partners BTCC Blueprints will be watching, no doubt. So any season you want, you can get that on your mug, a poster, whatever you prefer. And again, I urge you to go and check them out. So we'll see you for the final race at Laguna Seca very shortly.